Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Tuesday. We do have a lot to talk about. Winter making a return, but that's after a nice warm up over these next couple of days. And then I do have an announcement at the end of this, so stick with me. It might be a long video, but it will be worth it towards the end. Temperatures in the 20s for most areas yesterday. Did get up to 30 in Emporia, but we're back above freezing for today with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s for most areas. A few isolated areas could reach 50, and a few isolated areas could still be stuck in the low 40s today, but generally speaking, other than a few passing clouds, mostly sunny. Sunshine tomorrow with temperatures back in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. So with these two milder days, what is the wind going to be like? Let's take a look at that. Winds for today will be increasing, especially south of I-70, where winds will be a little bit stronger compared to areas up to the north. But generally speaking, we could have wind gusts approaching 30 to 35 miles per hour south of I-70, at least according to this model. Then once we get into tomorrow, we do increase a little bit of a wind for tonight as well. By the way, I still think sustained winds for most of tonight will be at 5 to 10, but may have a few stronger wind gusts for a brief period of time. And then the higher winds tomorrow will be north of I-70. So everyone will have a little bit of a break from the winds on either day with very similar temperatures. And then even though it does cool down on Thursday, as temperatures will be more in the upper 30s and low 40s, likely gusts around 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. That's it. I don't expect it to be higher than that. So lighter winds on Thursday. Today, the supercast shows that a few clouds may make its way into the area at times, especially north of I-70. That's why temperatures might be a little bit cooler up there. Our other short-term model does have generally sunny skies for much of the day. So that's why I'm going mostly sunny. There's a little bit of minor differences in the computer models on the extended cloud cover today. We do have the cloud cover pushing through the area for tonight. That would limit how cool we get because that cloud cover acting as a blanket to keep temperatures warmer. And then all that cloud cover should be out of the area by sunrise tomorrow, setting us up with sunshine on Wednesday. And then once we get into Thursday, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds for the area where temperatures will be a little bit closer to 40 rather than 50 like today and tomorrow. So not too bad today and tomorrow. Take advantage of it, enjoy it, run errands if you need to, because it turns much colder starting on Friday. Very, very, very high confidence of it being colder. Just how cold? A little bit of uncertainty there. Low confidence on the snow. Let's take a look at the cold. How far south will that cold air get? This is Thursday afternoon. Again, still not bad, but once we get into Friday morning, that's where we dip down close to 10 with the wind chill of 6 below in Topeka. Much colder. Look at that, 45 below zero in Minneapolis Friday morning, according to this model. Now, this model also is ushering in colder air throughout the day Friday, which will limit the warming trend and actually keep temperature steady for the majority of the day. We'll keep an eye on that trend. I'm not seeing that just yet, but that'll be something to watch out for. And then over the weekend, it's just going to continue to get on the cold side, close to zero for Saturday morning with the wind chill near 12 below zero, and then minimal warming throughout the day. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on that as far as snow is concerned Saturday too. This model also has a little bit warmer temperatures on Sunday morning, and then not much of a change throughout the entire day on Sunday. So there's still some minor differences in the models on just what to expect. Through the rest of the work week, through Friday evening, all snow stays north, rain down to the south. But look what happens late Friday night into the rest of the weekend. Yeah, this could be a potential very messy situation. But there is a lot of differences in the computer models on what to expect. So this is based off of the European model, by the way. So it is showing a vast majority of northeast Kansas in the purple, which is 6 inches plus. Please, 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 please do not think that is the forecast. It is just a computer model. And look at the ice danger down to the south. We really have to keep a close eye on this weather pattern. Here's the European, what that model was based off of. 4 to 8 inches here in northeast Kansas, and then look at that area of snow down to the south in Oklahoma and Arkansas. All right, have that mental picture. Look at the GFS. Not much here in northeast Kansas, maybe a trace to 1 in some areas. Still more snow down to the south. So regardless, I still think areas down to the south, Oklahoma, Arkansas, even portions of Texas, may end up getting more snow than us here in northeast Kansas between the two computer models. But will we get snow or not? That's the question. Now, what we want to look at first and foremost is what precipitation will fall. How much precipitation will fall? Because that could determine how much snow will fall too. And you'll notice the big differences between the two long-range computer models, between the European and the GFS. That's why there's the biggest difference between the two, because the GFS hardly brings any precipitation at all. This is why we don't put a forecast out several days out in advance, because it could certainly change. We'll certainly keep you updated, but do not expect official totals until tomorrow at the earliest. But if it's more towards Saturday now, it's going back and forth between Friday and Saturday with the snow. If it's more towards Saturday, now it may not be until Thursday where we start bringing in preliminary totals. It does remain cold for the most part in the extended outlook, and it does dry out too. That's going to be our big weather maker. So we either get a good amount of precipitation or we don't. And if we don't, we're going to stay dry for a while. If we do, that'll at least help, because it does dry out after that weekend storm system. So definitely want to make sure that we're checking in on that. All right, here's the big announcement. You probably have noticed this with commercials on TV, or if you follow me on Facebook, but just in case you don't, and you watch my videos, if you're interested in going with me to Alaska in June, there's an informational meeting on Thursday, January 29th at 5:30. I have information. A link is on my Facebook page, so you want to go there to make sure that you click on that and sign up, because the Holland American, we're going to Holland American Line, but Topeka Travel would like to know how many people are going to be coming to this meeting, because that could ultimately determine how many people would be able to go to Alaska. So either sign up for the Alaska trip and you don't have to worry about going to the meeting, or come to the meeting. Regardless, we need more signups. So just wanted to put that out there. WIBW Doug Myers is my Facebook. So just search that. And if you have any questions, if you need me to send it to you via email because you don't have Facebook, email me at doug.myers@wibw.com. That's MEYERS. A lot of you may not know that. I'll go back there. Is it on there? Okay, yeah, there it is. My name on there. A lot of people think it's MYERS, but email me if you don't have Facebook and if you need the link. But either way, if you're interested at all, even if you don't go to Alaska, but you're interested and you want to learn more, maybe you want to go to Alaska, but this time frame does not work for you, and you just want to learn more about what the Holland American Line and Alaska trips have to offer, come. But we need signups, whether it's coming to this informational meeting or signing up to go to Alaska in June. We need more signups. So just wanted to put that out there. Enjoy these next 2 days. Take advantage of it. Even Thursday, I should say enjoy these next 3 days, because we are looking at our coldest stretch of days for the season, Friday through the weekend before it warms back up early next week.